Last Friday, my office decided to hold one of our infamous potluck lunches. You know, the kind where everyone brings a dish, and you pretend to like Janice's overcooked lasagna while secretly hoping Bob brings his legendary chili. As I walked into the break room, I could see the spread was already impressive. There were salads, casseroles, and an alarming number of deviled eggs. But my eyes were glued to Bob's bubbling cauldron of chili, the crown jewel of our culinary gathering. Bob, with his signature apron that read, "Master of the Bean," stood proudly beside it, ladle in hand, ready to serve. Everything was going swimmingly. Plates were passed, compliments exchanged, and Janice was mercifully distracted by a particularly curious batch of deviled eggs. Bob, who was known for his eccentric sense of humor, started handing out servings of his chili with a grin that was slightly wider than usual. I didn't think much of it until he leaned over to me and whispered, "You know what gives this chili its unique kick? A dash of something special." My curiosity piqued. I asked him what it was. He leaned in closer, eyes twinkling mischievously, and said, "Printer toner." Now, I thought Bob was joking. I mean, who in their right mind would put printer toner in chili? But the look on his face was one of utter sincerity. I scanned the room, half expecting someone to call him out, but everyone seemed oblivious, too engrossed in devouring their meals. I took a cautious bite, and, to my utter surprise, it tasted fantastic, like a smoky, mysterious twist had been added to the familiar flavor. As the lunch went on, I noticed that even the most discerning of my colleagues were going back for seconds and thirds, all the while praising the toner fool taste that they couldn't quite put their finger on. As the potluck was winding down, and people were packing up leftovers, Bob stood up with a dramatic flourish. "Ladies and gentlemen," he announced, "I must confess. The secret ingredient was indeed printer toner." A collective gasp followed by nervous laughter filled the room. Bob chuckled and added, "But don't worry, it was just a joke. I used smoked paprika. I just wanted to see if you'd all fall for my little pun." The room erupted in laughter, and someone shouted, "Well, Bob, you've really printed your mark on this potluck."